motherfuckers! Yeah! What's up, my fuckers? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey. Oh. Hey. What's up, my fuckers? Oh boy. How are you guys? How was your week? Hold on, let me take a little ripper here. Yeah. Hey, I just want to say good morning to you guys. Really quick. Let's say good morning.
Good morning, Yael. Hello, Earth humans.
Hello.
Good morning, Shakani. Hello. Welcome. Good morning, Sirius.
Good
Greetings
morning.
to your civilization.
Greetings.
Good morning, Pleiades. Hello, Earth humans. Welcome.
Yes.
Good morning, Arcturus.
Good
Hello,
morning.
we are Arcturus. Good morning, Lyra. Hello, Lyra speaking. Welcome, Earth humans. Good morning, Orion.
Orion.
Hello, Orion.
Hey.
Good morning, Earth.
Hey, Orion. Listen up.
Good morning, humans.
Good morning, humans.
Good day.
Good day. Good day, everybody. Welcome to Hold Space for My Tribe. I'm a little blue alien. And I work at a car dealership. And I'm trying to sell cars to raise money for a disgraced lawyer who was supposed to get me out of a detention center in
Pahrump, Nevada.
And I escaped, and I caused a mass suicide at a health food store. That's the gist of the stream. That's all the background that you need to know to enjoy this stream. We watch videos, we have fun, we dance, and we have fun for a second time, alright? Hello, Orion. Hello, Orion. Good morning, Earth. Good morning, Sirius.
Sirius? Oh, I like this voice. I like this voice.
I hope you're all feeling good today. I'm feeling pretty good today. TGIT. Thank God it's Thursday, huh? Thank God it's Thursday. Let's start off today with a nice meditation, a nice blaster, a little bit of a TTT. We'll start off, yeah, that...
This voice kind of sounds Dutch. Hey, I'm Dutch.
And I'm produced by Steve Albini. We have fun.
All right.
Hey, what do we do here? We have
fun. We have fun, all right? If you don't have fun, fuck. This is Bobby's voice. You got Daddy's voice here. Hey, what are you doing in there? And then you got Mommy's voice. Hey, what are you doing in there? Mommy's home.
Oh. Hey, let's do a little meditation. Let's do a little bit of a centering exercise. You know, if you've had a weird week, you know, let's get that fixed. If your prostate is swollen, let's get that fixed. All right. This is mandatory fun here on Hold Space for My Tribe. Oh. Let's go. So this is going to be a warmed towel meditation, all right? Yeah. That feels good. eyes, everybody. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your neck. Alright? Bring your attention to your neck. Feel your neck. Is it stiff? Is your neck big? Is your neck soft? Feel your neck become like a piece of asparagus. And repeat after me.
My neck is a piece of asparagus. 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 My neck has a piece of asparagus. My neck is 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 enlarged. My neck is
My neck is green. My neck is a quahog clam. My neck is covered in hollandaise sauce. I rub the hollandaise sauce all over my neck. I smear the sauce on my neck.
I rub the sauce into my neck, and I feel that my neck is a piece of soft asparagus.
Visualize your head on top of a piece of asparagus.
And visualize the
Piece of asparagus.
Being
soft like a towel. Your neck
is a piece of asparagus that is
soft and it is bending over. And your
head is bending over,
And your head
it's turning into
a towel.
your head is turning into a towel.
Your head is
Getting softer. Your head is beginning to fold like a piece of cloth.
You could dry your body
With your head,
You could bend
your
towel head down on your piece of
asparagus, and
You
you
can
can
rub it.
all over your body if your body is wet. Okay?
So that
That was meditation number 1 of the day for massage and spa. And now we're going to do meditation number 2. Is anybody bald? Is anybody out there bald? Please raise your hand or raise your neck. Does anybody have ears that are free of hair? Well, it's gonna change. That's gonna change for you, okay? Feel your little bald head. Feel it. Feel the little hairs. New growth poking through your scalp. Okay? They're like little blades of grass. Little blades of grass. Little pieces of asparagus, if you will. Coming through your ears, coming through your scalp. Now it's starting to come through the back of your head. You can feel the little blades poking through your scalp. And it feels so good, doesn't it?
You can feel how good it feels. And it feels good. And it feels good that it feels good. You can touch my little bald head. Why not? Oh, it feels so good to feel good. Look at how hairy your little ears are becoming. I can feel my ears used to be cold, but now my ears are warm because they are covered in tiny, tiny pieces of asparagus. Oh, your little asparagus hairy ears feel so warm and so good now. You've never felt this good before. The hair continues to grow. It continues to grow. You can smell each little tiny asparagus coming out of your earlobes, out of the back of your head, out of the front of your head. Now asparagus begins to grow out of the front of your face and the front of your head and your nose. You have little asparagus hairs coming out of your nose now. Okay? Alright? Keep growing and keep pushing. All you have to do is push really hard. Everybody, now, right now, wherever you're sitting or standing, I want you to push really hard. Push so hard. Your face is gone. Your pee will smell so bad, but you still have to drink it. Like always, you will never get away from drinking it. And now push. Everybody, this is the last push, okay? Push really, really hard.
Push hard. Push really hard.
Push all that asparagus out of your skin. Now, do it. Listen to me, okay? Push it harder, even harder. Look how long the asparagus coming out of your ears has become. Do you see how long the asparagus coming out of your ears has become? Isn't that amazing? You've never seen such a thing. Your wife enters the room, and she screams, and she says, "What's happened to my boy? Now he's an asparagus man, and I don't know what to do, and he's pushing so hard. His skin is being covered with the asparagus. You are an asparagus daddy. You're an asparagus father, and you've pushed out
All the asparagus that you can. Oh wait, there's a little more asparagus for you to push now, okay?
Hey, thank you for sharing this stream. I don't know why you would share what's happening right now. Maybe you want another person to grow the asparagus. And as fast as it grew, actually faster than it grew, your asparagus gets sucked back into your skin. Everybody, welcome. Wow. I feel amazing. I feel so different now. I feel like I've never felt before. Oh man, I'm a little
Asparagus daddy, and I like to do my due. I like to drink my Mountain Dew and do my little dance.
Oh man, that was fun. Hey, did you guys catch Chopo's stream earlier this week? Shit, man, shit. I was laughing so hard, man, when we were talking about, like when you're abducted by a mantis alien, or a mantis alien enters your room, and he has a boner, and he's farting. It's like an 8-foot tall praying mantis with a boner, farting at the same time. I was just imagining that, and I couldn't stop imagining it. And I kind of want to draw it or something. I want to make a little piece of art about a farting 8-foot tall mantis with a boner. That's right. Fuck white supremacy. Yep. Welcome. That we believe. Yeah. I agree. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the chat.
Oh man. Well, let's continue with a little bit of health, huh? Recently, it's come to my attention that all of our throat chakras are being blocked from wearing masks all the time. That's right. I'm sure you can feel it. I'm sure you can feel it. I can feel it, you know. Although we don't really wear masks around here at the dealership. We don't really wear masks here. So let's get some help for you. Let's get some healing. Let's do some more healing.
Hi guys. How's everyone?
I'm good.
For being here. I am going to channel what comes through.
Is she a little quiet?
I have just been, it's quite late here in the evening, so I don't usually do videos this late. That's why big bright light is on. But I am going to channel what is coming through. It's been coming through very strongly. It's a throat chakra clearing and activation, which has been coming through quite often.
That's true,
in this past month or so. I think a lot of people are struggling to maybe be in their truth or speak their truth, or are just a little bit blocked in their throat.
I'm a little bit
especially
blocked.
with the lockdown and wearing the masks. I find that's a really big thing. You know, it's symbolical, but it's also a physical blockage that we're having. By this, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be wearing a mask. It's still like
wear your mask, you fuckers.
respecting, but they should be doing it willingly, not because they feel forced to do that.
Okay.
And regardless of that, I do feel that a little bit it does affect the third chakra. So perhaps if you guys have to keep a mask on the whole day or whatnot, maybe when you come on in the evening, a little bit work on your third chakra.
She's from South Africa. You know, I've been trying to pin down this accent, and it sounds vaguely European, but it also sounds sort of British or something, and I should have known. That's South Africa, right?
Because I find it's been quite necessary in these past few months. Yeah, with everything for the collective.
I got mucus in my throat chakra. It's fucking blocked. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get ready. Blast us. Blast us, please.
Katana ja siet kun arat kenat kun it ereti sionia men un kit otkatskiat kenot kanarat kin unate si konamiat kinariat kenot kanale siet konaria it kun at erodi in ut knari it kunale siat kuna it katolomat keniasiat kunati arete te sete tolomat kanotarayete kanarat kinotarati jati siat kunatati kesiete umaniat kenoda jasiat kinot kinere keseineit kunat kinat jat kinot kinat kiat yarat katara zat katara ut kanarit kut krasar.
Oh shit. You guys feel that?
Katayat kunarat kunat keskiat Aneat kino rasiet kino kanariat kunat kenasiat kunat in on ariat kino nasiat kenatarat kisonalea omanetoria munalasiat kunariat un isietele konatiara nonasiemene unaraya olate kataya sikut kanare in unandesien unakin arutkene itkun arayat kuna lasiet kino.
You're being completely blasted.
Mina sietere kolami tonasi utele ni un etelesi minutaria olatit konat kalasiet konat kanalasiat konat kanate.
You better get that asparagus out of your throat.
Inoriane miskonayare anut kneriet kenotukutorayet kimunt kanaya tiliti siete litia nitukene yesie rimit konaliat yati nisikeni mit konayat nilisi unitialia nesionia liti Mitini, inemitini, kirati tolesi, eneti, letinari, atkilieni, tilominiania, nanunariania, sianiara, nania, inariana, la sietino, la yatkala, la yatkina, la yanisietiniria, una diaria, siana, la ketieni, rimit, kunaleti, inakunaliatina, lisietini, sietele, toto, la.
I don't know how much more blasted I could get.
Una mia nia kinotiri ha breathe.
I'm glad we're calming down a little bit. That was like
Remember why the breath is so important, why it keeps you in the moment.
Ricky Tikky Tavi.
Why going back to the breath is going back to the element of air, to
Master
the
Blaster.
fundamental element
Yeah.
of the 4 elements, earth, wind, fire, and water.
Yes.
Air and the breath, and keeping you in the now, clearing the throat, clearing the throat, clearing.
Do it.
Clearing the throat chakra, takana yaskot late siat kunat karati telesiet kunat kiarat kalasiet kuna olat kanaritit kuna siat kunarat kiesiet kelete siot ya ta 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 ta
This is
ta.
intense.
Calling in the element of water, the water, clearing the throat, clearing the
yes.
throat. Olat kinoria siat kuna, flowing like the water, opening the chakra, and the chakra flows like the water, Utkanara, skutkara, uskanat kanara, kunat ras, krak, tak, skutrak, skratarata, riataya, onatkana, unanere isio, in anoneter, in unantenere siet, ikonaliat, ki enesiet, kene
We're still going.
ihore hatele siat, kunarata, alha, halahata kala
Yes, yes.
siat kalam.
Oh, man.
From the heart.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, I'll have what she's having,
From
huh?
the heart, from my heart to your
I'll
heart.
have what she's
The
having.
universal heart from the
Oh,
universal heart.
wow. So,
We should all be feeling pretty good right about now, huh? Oh. We did the asparagus meditation, and now our throat chakras have been blasted wide open. Hey, my friends. You know, part of what I have to do today is try to sell a car. And, unfortunately, I think we've only made $900. I'd have to check with Chopo, but I saw his counter on his stream, and I believe that we are nowhere close to $144,000. So, let me all introduce you to this vehicle I'm selling today, which is the Orb. Now, I do have to warn you, the Orb, it's about the size of a pea. So that's why it's only $48. But if you're tiny, or if you can transform into being tiny, this will be the perfect vehicle for you. $48 is a crazy, screaming deal. Alright, the Orb is spherical, it's round, it's got one seat inside, and that seat is heated. So if you're interested in the Orb, simply get a hold of me. You know how. That's the Orb. Alright, that was the Orb. Anybody interested in the Orb, please. We need
to raise $144,000. And we're
nowhere near it. And it feels really bad. I can't sell my spaceship. How would I get around? That's crazy. It's not that fast because it's very tiny. But, like I said, if you're tiny, it'll be perfect for you. Hey, let's continue. Let's continue with clearing our holes. Let's continue. Yeah, fax me. Hey,
Fax me. Fax me.
fax me. Yeah, if NPR can do all those fundraisers, so can we, all right? Yeah, you could drive around your friend's body. You could drive up your friend's nose. Speaking of noses, let's do a little bit of nose yoga. Let's continue the healing. Today.
Allow your body to be supported by the back of your chair.
Okay.
Tilt your head back
Easy.
slightly to relieve any tension in your neck. Place your left thumb on your left nostril and inhale through your right.
Wait a second.
Do not put the Orb in a pot pie. Don't do it. Now let's continue.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale through
Do
your
it.
right
Do this, everybody.
nostril very slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Hey, Cat.
8.
I
Now
missed you
close
too.
your right nostril with your ring finger
I missed you
and
too.
inhale through your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Are you doing this?
8.
Booger
Right
blast.
nostril, inhale.
This is
2,
nose yoga.
3, 4. Exhale slowly.
Yes.
3, 4,
Yes.
5, 6, 7,
Oh, this feels
8.
good.
And left nostril.
Can you hear my nose?
Inhale. 1,
You hear that?
2,
That's my little blue nose.
3, 4. Exhale.
Okay, I guess that cuts off right there. Yeah, I think that's actually a good thing to do. That's like a pranayama. It's a yogic practice. Is yogic a word?
Yogic.
Yogic. You guys need nose yoga. Alright? Do this in the lecture halls. With gluten plasters. Well, let's get into some, alien abduction stories, huh? Yeah, keep that orb away from all of your openings. All of your body holes. Alright? Do not get the orb stuck in your body.
That would be horrible. That would be horrible.
Let's get into some alien abductions.
My brother and I used to work on my uncle's ranch out in Utah every summer. You know, herding the cows, feeding them, stuff like that. There was this one night we were out in the field, and suddenly there was this incredibly bright light descending from the sky. Next thing we knew, we were in this big white room, and standing in front of me was this slimy two-legged creature with these wide lizard-like eyes across its face. We looked at us and said, there's this planet where they're just necks with Adam's apples in them, and these necks just flop around day and night. That's the whole deal on this planet. So I said, what? I don't understand. He said, it's true. This planet is just a bunch of necks, and the Adam's apples in these necks are very pronounced. They bob up and down in the necks, like they're gulping or something. But they're not gulping because they're not capable. There's no head, there's no mouth, it's just necks. It's just the worst fucking planet there is. Okay, I've got to go now. I just needed to tell someone about it. Then he dropped us off in the field and flew away in his spaceship. It was absolutely terrifying. That planet sounds fucking horrible.
One night, I was sitting in my living room when suddenly the roof got ripped off my house and I got sucked into a UFO. Inside the ship, I saw these thin, translucent little creatures. I was terrified. They didn't hurt me at all, but when they were done, they returned me to the wrong house. So I hollered up to them, hey, you put me back in the wrong house. And they sucked me back up into the ship, flew around a little bit, and dropped me back down into an apartment. And I was like, no, guys, I live in a house.
Incorrect.
This is an apartment. They sucked me back up into the ship and dropped me into the ocean. That was annoying. But I could tell they felt bad about it. Like they wanted to put me back in my house, but they had honestly forgotten which house it was. So I was like, just drop me off downtown. And they sucked me back up and plopped me in front of a Popeyes in a whole different state. But by this point, I was just like, forget it. It's fine. I'll catch a bus or something. Thanks. And they left.
An alien came into my house, picked me up over his head, and spun around in circles for a couple minutes. Then I threw up on him and he left.
I woke up in the middle of the night, incredibly disoriented. I could tell something was off because all my furniture was gone and there were a bunch of aliens standing over me with medical instruments. The aliens said to me, hey, we're gonna do some weird alien shit to your body. Is that okay? And I said, sure, fine, whatever. I don't care. And they said, great, and started doing their alien shit to me. After a while I got bored and I was like, I'm bored, do you guys have any magazines? And they were like, no, we don't have any magazines. And I was like, what? You guys don't have any magazines? Like, none at all? And the aliens were all, no, sorry, we don't have magazines right now. And I was like, dang, I can't believe you guys don't have magazines. Magazines are great. There's all sorts of pictures in them and crossword puzzles and quizzes. And they were like, yeah, well, we don't have them, so. And I felt bad for the aliens, you know, because they didn't have magazines.
Yeah.
After that, they replaced my kidney with an alien kidney and sent me back home. I like all sorts of magazines.
Every day I'm abducted by an alien. Every day a stinky alien dangles his long, stinky alien tongue out of his fat old alien UFO and wraps his long,
UFO.
stinky alien tongue around my teeny tiny head and slurps me up into his stinky UFO. And I say I want to not be abducted by an alien for once in my goddamn whole life. And the stinky alien who abducts me, he just laughs and laughs and laughs. I hate the stinky alien in his spaceship full of mud. Why is there mud in his spaceship? I wish it were clean, but it's dirty. And the stinky alien makes me smell bad because I'm around him all the damn time. And now my boss asked me, why do you smell like a whole lot of hell? And I just have to say, I got abducted by a stinky alien. But my boss does not believe me. Worst day of my life.
All right, those are some amazing tales of alien abduction. That was not satire, everybody. But there were no mantis stories, which is kind of what I want to learn more about the mantis beings. Does anybody else know about the mantis beings? I know Alexandria has a little bit of experience. Oh. Okay. Looks like I'm getting a phone call. Let's check it out. Hello.
Hey, it's your boy Dez.
Oh, hey, Dez. Hey, we talked with you last week. Hey, Dez, what's going on?
Hey, well, I'm not good, but I thought that you would. Some things have happened. So
Okay,
I
this
thought
is
that I'd give
regarding
you an update.
this is regarding your garbage can that seems to have magical properties.
Yeah. So, just as an update for for your listeners, I have a garbage can that when I put things into it, the next day the things are new.
Right.
They're back again. There's
like old food, it will be like if you put an opened package of salami in there, you come back the next day, you got a full sealed package. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Or like if I put an empty egg carton in there, the next day it'll be full of farm fresh eggs.
Right.
And this was a problem for me because the garbage men wouldn't take the garbage because it wasn't garbage.
Right. So they were looking in the can and seeing all the fresh food and saying, "We can't take this."
Saying we shouldn't take this.
We can't
it wouldn't
take
be
this.
right.
It wouldn't be right if we took this. It wouldn't be right.
Exactly. That kind of sounds like them. Because I think
Oh,
I don't know where they're from. They might be Dutch, but
hey, Des.
Does it kind of sound like this?
Hey, Des, sorry. We can't take your can today because it's full of new salami.
it sounds a lot like that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, or it
yeah,
did.
that's fun. Well,
So-
give us the update.
Okay, so you may also recall that the bin can restore clothing.
Right.
And it even, if I put a shirt in there, the next day I get the shirt out of the garbage can and the shirt is brand new and it smells good even.
Mm-hmm. And does it smell like it's been freshly washed? Is that?
It
Or-
does. It
yeah.
smells like Tide.
Oh. That's specific.
So I'm not at home right now because I can't be. And so what happened is that I had some gloves that I bought at a thrift store.
Okay.
And one of the gloves, it looked like it was sort of torn, like near the bottom, like near the wrist part
Sure.
of the glove.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not a big deal. You can deal with that. But I wanted to fix the glove.
Right.
So I put it in my magical bin overnight.
Uh-huh.
I'm going about my business as I do usually first thing in the morning around maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. I go outside and I open the bin and I get my goods. I get my fresh goods.
You get your food.
And yeah, and it's February, so it's cold.
Sure.
So I think, oh, nice. I've got new gloves in the bin. I put them on top.
All right.
I put them right on top so that what I could do is I could put on the gloves, my fresh
Uh-huh.
new gloves, and grab my breakfast out of the trash can.
Right.
I lift the lid up
Uh-huh.
on my trash can. There is the glove. Inside it is a severed human hand.
Oh, shit. Wow.
So
And
I freak out.
I mean, forgive me, but I mean, there was not a hand in. I mean, your hands are fine, right?
It's not my hand.
It's not your hand, and it was hands free when you put it in. Was the glove repaired?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it's, but I didn't know what was inside it.
Right.
Because it was kind of a clean cut. So I couldn't really tell.
Uh-huh.
I pick up the glove and I'm like, what is going on? I thought maybe there was some sausage in it or something.
Right.
Because I don't know how this works.
Yeah, you're still figuring it out.
Like I don't know how I've tried to stay up and see what happens.
Right.
But the stuff is only new again after I go to sleep.
Here's an idea.
I can check it.
What if there was a fingernail or something in the glove of the previous owner and your trash can regenerated the hand? Do you think that's possible?
I mean, yeah, I've been thinking about this all day. I mean, this was just this morning.
Yeah.
And I think that's possible. I think that, because, I mean, maybe someone did have an accident wearing this glove.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was like a work-related thing, like
Right.
a table saw or something,
Right.
or, and they did cut off their hand, and then, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. There was no blood on the glove when I put it in.
Uh-huh. And it's a fresh
So-
hand. It's not like a...
Say that again?
It's not like a decomposed hand. It's a nice, good... it's a good hand.
It looked like it had just been cut off. It didn't stink or anything.
Wow. This is like a hand cemetery by
Yeah.
Stephen King.
So-
Thanks, Troy.
And I told you about my neighbors.
Right, they see
don't
it
like me
eaten
one
out of
bit.
the trash.
I think they're trying to get me evicted because I go out in the morning and I just eat straight out of the trash can because it's fresh food in there.
Right.
And I'll put on clothes straight out of the trash can first thing in the morning,
Right.
every morning, because that's the cleanest clothes you can get.
Sure.
So my neighbors saw me take the hand out of the glove. They saw me take the
Oh,
severed hand
boy.
out of the glove.
That's trouble.
I saw them in the window. I heard them talk about it.
Right. That is trouble. That is not good.
So
So now they think you're a murderer.
yes. I can only assume. I left right away. I got on my bike. I picked up the bin. I emptied a lot of what was in it, but I left about half in there for food.
Right.
I got on my bike and I ran away from my own home.
Wow.
So
What-
I'm I don't really have anywhere to go. I don't
Where-
know what to do. And I was thinking about it. I told you that I play a lot of poker,
Sure.
and I was playing online, and I'm not perfect. I get pretty heated when I'm playing poker,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
and the walls are thin, and so I'm always yelling about hands.
Mm-hmm. You're always yelling about
So
hands.
that doesn't. Yeah, you call that a hand?
Uh-huh. Right.
Show me your hand.
Show me your hand. You're screaming about
I'm yelling
hands all the
about-
time.
all night. I'm always talking about hands. Wow.
And then
so,
your neighbor sees this. Yeah, that doesn't look good for you, Des.
so I don't know what to do, and it's cold out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just in the park right now, but I think what I might have to do, it's starting to rain. I think I might have to, I don't know what'll happen to me, but I think I have to sleep in the garbage can.
Oh, wow. And yeah, you've never experimented this way before, correct?
I don't know what will happen, but
Yeah.
my life is ruined.
Right. Well,
So I don't care.
Des, I think all you have is the bin, right?
Yeah.
Take your bin and sleep in it until the heat dies down, I suppose.
That's what I'm thinking. Nobody's going to look for me in here. I'm just in a park. It just looks like a garbage can in a park.
Right. Well,
It's nighttime now, so.
Yeah, Des, can we help you in any way? I do know a lawyer. I'm very close with a lawyer that I could perhaps hook you up with, if you're interested.
I think that if I'm still alive tomorrow, I think I should seek legal counsel immediately.
Okay. Well, let me know, and Des has been. Des, give us. I just thought of something. It's been,
Yeah.
Like that
No,
song.
I'd normally laugh at that.
like if you were like if you took me to the bin and you showed me the bin, you could say, "It's been." Like, here's the bin. Like, it's the bin.
Yeah.
It's been. Well, give us a call next week, Des, and we'll do what we can to help you and keep us updated.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in because if something happens to me, I just want there to be a record of it, and I don't want,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a mystery, whatever happened to the bin guy, because I know that, maybe because the government heard your last show.
Right. The
or I
government
talked
hears
about the
every
bin,
show.
maybe.
They
So
hear all
I
of our
don't know
shows.
if they put the hand in there or if, I don't know.
Right. You could be framed. This could be a frame job.
I kind of think that's happened because nothing like this has ever happened before, but I don't know.
Right. Wow. Well, Des, this is the craziest story I've ever heard. I just have to say that.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's
And-
I've never even heard about.
I want you
about
to
this
stay
happening to
safe.
anybody.
I want you to stay safe, all right?
Okay. Yeah. I'll thank you, little Thursday boy.
Yeah. Just a second.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's
if
fun.
you were having a friend over or something and you were saying, "Oh yeah, this is the bin I was telling you about."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, keep us
Yeah.
updated, and we'll talk to you.
Okay.
We'll talk to you soon. Stay safe out there, and yeah, let us know what happens.
Okay. Bye, little Thursday boy.
Okay, bye, Des. All right. Let me hang up there. That was Des. The saga of Dez's bin. What a story. What a tale. What a tale. You guys, hold on. You guys, I did something bad last night. I ate at Taco Bell again. And you guys know what happens to me when I get that Crunchwrap Supreme. It's just horrible.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case
That's
of
it.
diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Des bin.
I have a bad case of
肩に手を乗
diarrhea.
せ I have クロスして A bad case お腹をさすって of diarrhea ジェスチャーゲームの要領です感情を込めてやってみましょう
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad
This is what
case
happens
of
to me.
diarrhea. I have a
Ew.
bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
That's all. That's all I wanted to show you. It's been, maybe we could say Des been. It's like there's the bin, like Des been. There's been. Des been. Hey, speaking of,
Diarrhea. I think we were kind of making fun of Jordan Peterson on Chopo's stream. Maybe not this week, maybe last week. But I didn't really know who Jordan Peterson was. So I've been diving into Jordan Peterson. And I gotta say, I don't know why you guys are making fun of him. I found some of his talks that I found really interesting. And I just wanted to show you a little
One
clip.
question that I get asked a lot, and I think it's an important question, is it okay to shit your pants? And I think we have to ask ourselves, firstly, is it okay to shit? And the answer to that is yes, of course it is okay to shit. You have to push the poop out of your butt because it's a very small space. Eventually you'll run out of room.
I don't
The other
understand
question
your guys'
we
problem
have
with
to
him.
ask is, are we, as a society, setting unrealistic expectations when it comes to the cleanliness of our pants? They have to get dirty sometimes, but the Marxist postmodernists are saying that pants should be clean all the time.
And I don't agree.
But it's just not possible.
I
And
don't-
I think
yeah.
a lot of young men can empathize
I
with
certainly
that.
can.
And it's terrible. I get young men coming up to me all the time, and their pants are covered in poo-poo, and most of it has usually come from their own butt, and it's a travesty. It's very upsetting. Sometimes they've come hundreds of miles just to see me, and they're covered in shit. And people are saying, well, why not use adult diapers?
Yeah, why not?
But I've seen 15 years of studies, I've read all the literature, and the consensus seems to be that diapers themselves do not solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm proposing is something that the postmodernists are saying is radical, when in actuality, it has been a defining feature of civilization since the dawn of man. I am, of course, talking about pulling down your pants and shaking your bottom till all the poops fall out, because that is essentially getting to the root of the issue. My hope is that one day we can get rid of the pants altogether. It's like, okay, now we can just jump straight onto the ground. What else can we do? Well, we can feel a gentle breeze on our testicles.
Mhm.
We can get rid of washing machines. And so there are other benefits. And I think young men are really responding to that message.
I am. I certainly am. So I don't know what your problem is, but I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool.
It's been...
Hey, let's talk about Satan a little bit. Well, let's talk about Satan. Hey, Dean. Dean, are you a Satanist? Here's a really fun clip I found with a Satanist named Dark Lord Blood.
We're discussing Satanism and the occult this morning and some of the dangers that are lurking about. And with me in the studio is the Dark Lord Blood,
Yes.
who is a seventh.
Just for a moment, let us gaze into the eyes of Dark Lord Blood. I would love to know what he's up to now.
Generation satanic worshiper. I mean, are all your friends Satanists?
No, I don't have any friends, but my acquaintances are, yeah.
Uh-huh.
For the purposes of this study, we will focus on the number 666 and its use in the Universal Product Code.
UPC code.
Most people don't realize that 80% of all toys on the market have occultic influence, and these are the most popular.
It says here that it actually makes the wings move, so let me, look at that.
Look at
Isn't
that.
that amazing?
And do you remember those verses in the book of Revelation about the flying beast with the riders on them?
This could actually be taken from Revelations.
Sure, it looks like it.
I dealt with a boy, to abbreviate it, who wanted to kill me. The name of the demon that was inside the young man was named Azrael. I later found out that Azrael was Lucifer's personal death angel. Not only that, but I also found out that that was the same name as the cat on the Smurfs. And what is his primary objective? Is to catch little Smurfs and kill them for Gargamel.
And this kind of knife is being sold for that reason. There's something called an
But
empty.
it's also being sold for healthy reasons.
Man, what's healthy about selling a knife that's
The growl.
Mickey! Snake Mountain. It's got an interesting
sick.
little feature here. I'm going to turn it on. It can actually transform your voice from your regular voice to that of an occultic hero. Is that correct? So let's get a Skeletor type of voice. Let me turn this on here. I think I'm getting it too loud. Skeletor, the master of the universe.
That sounds pretty scary, huh?
Skeletor, the master of the universe.
You know, I always knew that the Smurfs were completely satanic. I have a little bit more Dark Lord Blood for you. I don't know if this is the same footage or not, but here's a little more Dark Lord Blood. That's awesome.
How real is devil worship? Well, that's what my next guests will inform us. First, we have Dark Lord Blood. He's a 7th-generation Satanist. Satanic worship goes back to his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He grew up with this. Dark Lord Blood, I mean, you've seen these rituals. What is it?
This is the look of, if I had to think of somebody named Dark Lord Blood, you know, if you told me that name, and then you told me that they are a devotee of Satan, this is the kind of man I would imagine.
Well, it's a ritual of they may want to give something in a sacrificial sense to a demon, you know, such as to mimic the biblical sacrifice of Abraham.
Do Satanists look different? I mean, are all your friends Satanists?
No, I don't have any friends, but my acquaintances are, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have here
Oh yeah,
something, for
please
instance,
find the recent Dark Lord Blood interview. I'd love to watch it.
which is not really good for kids to see.
So-
I don't know if you could see it.
Check this
But
out. So this is the album cover of
this album by Dio, right? Let me show you what it sounds like. All right. So this is what the Satanic Panic. This is the kind of music that people were saying, you know, it's gonna just destroy your son. Here we go. This is it. This is it. This is the evilest music. This is the most evil music right here. It will destroy you. I think it kind of rips.
What
Anyway.
it essentially depicts is the devil whipping a priest, this kind of imagery.
What about playing lyrics backwards? Have the
Well, there are messages hidden in lyrics and things like that, you know, of that nature, sure. But, you know, the real thing, I think, is in the actual lyrics being played forward.
He wrote to Jimmy Breslin, "Hello from the gutters of New York City, which are filled with dog manure, vomit, stale wine, urine, and blood." These were direct references to the satanic black mass at which dog manure, vomit, stale wine, urine, and blood are used in a desecration of the Catholic Mass.
And this kind of knife is being sold for that reason. There is something called an
It's
iridium.
also being sold for healthy reasons.
Man, what's healthy about selling a knife that's
Oh boy.
and he's growling, you know, so, I mean, people who growl kind of, I think one should be concerned about people that growl, but I just want you to know your growling doesn't frighten me at all. you
Oh,
know?
that's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad I wasn't attempting to.
thank you for being here. I'm Nola Roper, and this is the best talk in town. Ooh.
I like this at the end. They do a little handshake. It's like, okay, Dark Lord Blood. Dark Lord Blood, thanks for being on the show today, Dark Lord Blood. Hello, Haley's daughter. What's up? Thanks for watching with your mom.
I'm a little Dutch boy now.
I'm gonna try to do Dark Lord Blood's growl. I don't know how good that was. I want to show you guys a website that I recently learned about. This website changes everything. Alright? We've been told so many things about climate change and global warming. Well, this website posits a different theory. Alright? Global warming, well, that's because hell is expanding. Alright? Here's hell at the center of the earth, and there's actually a diagram I'll show you of all the different levels. But, we are such pieces of shit. We're such
Pieces of shit.
that hell is getting bigger and bigger because we're all going there, right? And as a direct result, Earth is beginning to heat up. This makes perfect sense to me. Hell is expanding. Hell is expanding. Let's read this verse from the Bible.
Okay. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and that he rejoiceth shall descend into it.
Okay? So whoever makes this made this website, it's called maddiesparadigm.org. Completely refutes fossil fuel caused climate change. Alright, let's click on the evidence here. That's sad to see. I don't really want to see that. There are two sources of physical evidence that the expansion of hell is the cause of global warming. Let's do seismology. Hell is expanding. It's a testable hypothesis. That means it's scientific. Here's predictive testable hypothesis number 5.
If hell is at the center of the earth and it's expanding, then we would expect to be able to detect this in seismological data, and we should anticipate that heat radiating from the interior of the earth would have an effect on ocean water temperatures.
Now doesn't that make sense? Huh? Obviously, ocean water temperature would rise if hell was expanding. And guess what? It does.
Okay.
This is all scientific. And Maddie's got all the evidence. Let's take a look at the levels really quick. You've got your crust, you've got your mantle, and these are all supported
by the Bible.
The Great Gulf, where you'll find the bars of the pit. I do have ears. I do have ears, but they're kind of like my nose. They're not really protected by skin or cartilage. You can't see the side of my head, and I can't turn my head for you. So I just have these little, holes.
I just have these little holes.
Yeah, here's the core, the pit of corruption, the hell below, the lowest hell, the foundations of the earth. So if you're interested in learning a bit about, how hell is expanding, okay? Just go to maddiesparadigm.org. I wish there was a video here for me to show you, but unfortunately, there's no video here on this website. So there we go. I just wanted to blow your mind about global warming. Okay, now, I was able to find one video that involved some mantis aliens. Okay? This is a man named Simon Parks. And Simon is a councilman somewhere in the UK. I don't know how the UK works. I don't know what the political organization is. So let's check it out. He's a politician.
And it was the end of an era for the so-called British X-Files last week as the Ministry of Defence shut down its UFO desk after 60 years of operation.
Yes,
the conclusion
they do.
of their investigations
I'm right
is
here,
that aliens
fuckers.
probably
Fuckers.
don't exist.
But one man who definitely believes in aliens is Labour councillor Simon Parkes. What's more, he claims he's having an affair with one, and after the story hit the headlines, he's now facing calls to quit.
Well, he
He's a
joins
counsellor.
us now, and we'll come to all of those calls in a moment after we've heard some of the story, which is remarkable, extraordinary, and starts before you were even born.
Well, first of all, can I say how pleased I am that you've invited me to your show.
Oh.
It's delightful to be here,
Well,
live and on air.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, my first memories are very, very early.
Very,
so in the womb.
very early.
And because very few people, if any others that I've ever met, can remember that far back. So how come you can remember what was happening in the womb?
You're absolutely right. Most people can't remember. For some reason, I have a very good memory. I can't answer your question as to why I know, just that I do have a...
So what do you remember from
I have a very clear memory of a face, just a face, no real distinct features, and then suddenly being aware that there was much more to this world than I knew. It was a far wider spiritual experience, and then it just closed down, and that's all I remember.
And your first time you came face to face with an alien was when you were about sort of 6 to 8 months?
No, I would have come face to face with such a creature much earlier. The one you're referring to, I think, is a little bit later.
Okay, so when the first one then?
About 3 months old, 3 months to 4 months old.
And what does this alien look like? Because obviously we have images in our mind of the ones that we see, you know, in movies or that sort of image. What did your alien look like?
You're absolutely right. Hollywood's
we
very
go.
good at putting out little creatures that people know as greys.
Mhm.
This one researchers call a mantid, or in America it's referred to as a mantis.
A mantis.
It's a green creature. It's about 7 foot tall.
He
and this
shows,
one wore
I think he shows a drawing of it, which is really great.
a robe or a cloak, purple coloured. There we
Yep.
go. That's one of my drawings there.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
And the
Look at that. Shit. All it's missing is the boner and a little fart cloud.
creature literally reached into the cot that I was in. I remember it distinctly. It had wooden bars, green, yellow, red, blue, with like an abacus, painted abacus on the top. And this creature just reached and lifted me up, and then I was actually tilted over to look straight into its face.
So these are experiences, and you don't use the word abduction, but you use the word contact, because you are a willing subject,
Yes.
a willing participant.
Yes.
So from the moment there when you were obviously very young, and you were meeting them in their various guises, when was the first time that you believed that you had contact outside of your living environment? I want to say the word abducted, obviously, but when were you taken? When did you go?
That's a very incisive question. That's a very good question. In those early days, I wouldn't know they were aliens. To me, they were just things that came to visit me, and they were not distinguishable from my real family.
If he's not horny and farting, he is not a mantis.
Because these things have never hurt me, I never built up any sort of scaremongering or fear of them. I think from about 1963, that was my first experience of being taken off the Earth into a craft.
And what did that? Can you remember what that looked like?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It was not a traditional Hollywood type flying saucer. It was a
So,
teardrop-shaped craft.
Can anybody tell me what an elected Labour councillor is? I am not familiar with.
So, the organization over in Stakesby, Whitby.
If you can imagine a teardrop, like a water drop, but with a blunt end going
Yeah.
I kind of believe this man. I kind of believe this man too. I mean, he's, you know, I don't know. Look at him. Seems believable to me.
forward and the pointy end at the back.
Wow. And one of the aliens wanted to be your mother, or said that she was your mother. And that must have been quite confusing, because, I mean, how old would you
Your
have been
mother,
then?
Simon.
We're very young.
Very young. So that's what I mean. It's quite a difficult thing to comprehend. And you had your human mother.
Yes.
And that did lead to a bit of confusion there for you.
I already have a mom.
No, actually, I'm your mom. And I'm a big mantis, and I have a boner, and I'm farting, so...
Didn't it?
It did.
And in fact, you called your human mother Daddy for a while.
Correct.
Because you couldn't work out why you had...
Well, why would I need two mothers? Exactly. So I already had a mother.
So this is interesting. He was abducted. An alien told him that the alien was his mother, and then he started calling his human mother Daddy.
Person can't be my mother, it must be my daddy. And then as you get older, you realise that certain things are not acceptable in human society. So I stopped saying daddy and mummy and got the words right, and learnt not to be open, not to discuss it, because outside of the very close family,
Mummy's home.
most people can't handle it.
And she's a mantis.
So this progressed through your childhood, and quite early on, you lost your virginity to one of these aliens.
Here we go.
Who now this is quite a confused
Here's the
part
juicy
of the
stuff.
story here, because from what I read, the alien turned themselves into the woman from the Fry's Turkish Delight advert.
Yes, this is holographic, so I wouldn't have actually lost my virginity. This is a holographic image. We think we have some wonderful technology here on this earth, but the technology that I've seen far surpasses anything that we have here,
Wow.
or at least anything that the military tell us they have. This was a holographic experience.
How old were you?
That would be about 1965.
What age were you then?
I would be about 5 or 6.
You
6
lost
years
your
old.
virginity at 6 years old.
No, I didn't say that. It was a holographic
Yeah. So
representation.
you had a sexual encounter
With exactly.
at 6 years old.
Exactly, absolutely, yes.
So age doesn't matter to them.
No, because it's about experience. It's about your soul.
Wow.
You know, in the West, we don't really understand
Soul
souls, but in the
sex.
East and in the Bible, they actually understand soul.
I have
Holographic soul sex with a mantis.
Very, very clearly.
You went on to have non-holographic sex with an alien called a lion lady.
Oh, yeah.
And although you weren't attracted to her, you said that wasn't really what it was about. It wasn't like what we have here, where there's sort of, for the majority of people, there has to be a sort of attraction. It was for other means.
This is an incredibly difficult subject for most people to understand, and I fully appreciate that most people can't get their head around it. We're talking about creatures that have the ability to enter your mind, to go into your mind and give you images, and to make you think one thing when actually you think another. So I think these creatures would have actually come into my mind and made me appear to love them, because otherwise you wouldn't actually have a sexual reaction with anybody unless you felt something for them. So I think it's more to do with that than anything else.
Does that not bother you that they're doing that?
Well,
I mean, I'd be quite upset if someone came into my mind and convinced me that I fancied them.
yeah, the thing is, I've seen these creatures ever since I was very young.
Yeah.
From a very early age, and when you realise that
pretty
humanity
wild.
is not the only thing in this galaxy, in this whole,
There's a little
in this
fly.
whole
That was a UFO.
well, only if it was,
Only a fly.
it could land on the White House lawn, couldn't it? When you get used to these creatures and you realise that mankind is literally just a pinprick in a massive constellation, some things become less important.
I can get my head around that. In the great vastness of the universe, I think it would. I always thought it's hugely arrogant to assume that we might be the only ones that were here. But why did they pick you? What is their agenda?
Why did they
do
holographically
they plan
fuck you?
eventually to take over?
That's a question that I've asked them. And I've always made clear in all of the presentations that I've done that I don't consider myself special. I don't consider myself important at all. And the best way to answer it would be to give the answer they gave. And they said that Earth scientists trap a wild animal, put a tag on it, follow it. When it has cubs,
Fuck
they'll
it.
put tags on those cubs. And they'll follow those wild animals for 20, 30 years, generation after generation. And in the same way, these creatures follow generational lines of humans right back from Egyptian times, Babylonian times, Sumerian times.
So this is what they followed your soul through the generations.
Correct. And then just to answer the other question that you said, no, because if they wanted to take over the Earth in the traditional Hollywood style, they'd have done it in the Stone Age when all we would have had would have been bows and arrows.
When was the last time you had an encounter, and what was it?
It would be about 6 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And that would have been just a general encounter for a health check.
They checked your health?
Absolutely.
And are you in good health?
Yes.
Yeah, in alien health.
I'm 53 years of age.
And I thought you were going to say you're 553 years old.
I'll tell you what, if I would start, marketing some wonderful medicines.
Yeah. But why? When you say just picking you, the Labour councillor from Whitby, you would have thought that. Did they have some sort of grand plan for you? Were they, think, oh my God, we thought this guy was going to be Prime Minister?
No, when they picked me, as you call it, I wasn't a Labour councillor. I was a very small child.
But they would have known what you were going to.
We track the animals. We're scientists. We track the animals. We keep them in a cage and we check on them, and then we
holographically fuck them.
It's the future.
I think. Sorry.
Sorry, no, please.
No, it's okay. Go on, ladies first.
Okay, I was going to say, did you realise when you came out and finally spoke about this? Because you said earlier on that within your family, they said, let's not talk about this outside of the confines of the family because people don't understand. And obviously you've come out and you've said it and it's gone very public and we're talking about it now. And people have said he shouldn't be working. We don't want him as our councillor anymore. How do you feel about that?
Okay, well, that's old news, that's old hat. Because
if I knew that my elected official was fucking lying alien ladies and stuff like that and getting health checks, I would fight to keep them in office, personally.
When I first went public, about 3 years ago, the same angry people who sit on their armchairs and get very angry, I'm sure it's the same people made the comment. And all I would say to them is, vent your angry spleen on those members of Parliament who stole money, who defrauded the country.
I
on
agree.
Those members of Parliament who got other people to take their penalty points for them. On those great tycoon bankers who nearly destroyed this country. I haven't broken any law. When I was elected, I'd already gone public. So the people already knew, and it came up 6 times on the doorstep. On 4 occasions it was positive, 1 occasion it was negative, and on the last occasion, the gentleman concerned didn't give a damn as long as his wheelie bin was emptied before 10 o'clock on a Tuesday. What people
Speaking
want is
of
somebody
wheelie
to
bins.
fight and defend the community of Whitby.
Desert
And I
bin.
did hear that Mr. Portillo had made a comment about me. I won't take any lectures from Mr. Portillo. My policies are very strong, very clear, and as a fellow politician, although on a different party, he would be better attacking my policies and not what is a personal issue.
I don't know if there's any more
Just to finally finish off, nobody's asked me to resign because this is a private matter.
And you can do your job as a councillor to the best of your ability because you are there all the time. What happens when you're taken away from medical? I mean, who's doing the job then?
Very, very good question. The best thing I say to people is speak to the chief officer, speak to my colleagues of the same party.
Oh, is he a Tory?
And see what they say about me.
Do you disappear when you go from?
You can be taken physically, and I have actually been taken with other people as well.
Yeah.
So they know.
And do your family wonder
That's
where
kind
you
of
are?
crazy that he's a Tory.
Close
And
family often wonder where I am.
Yeah.
But just to
He's
finish
doing all
off the
this.
question there, I am not taken during meetings, which is very thankful, because I would think there would be quite a lot of consternation. These creatures do not want attention drawn to themselves, and the last thing they would do is visit or take during a large gathering of people.
What do they feel about you talking out now about them?
Clearly they don't have an agenda either way, because I would have been stopped if they were against it.
Okay. Fascinating. Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
For
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really
pleasure.
interesting.
I'm very
Thank
pleased
you.
to meet both
Thank you,
of you.
and you too. Thank you. Right, let's get some reaction to that story from Emma in the Hub.
Wow.
The comments have been coming in.
Comments
Claire
are coming
said,
in.
I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to this story. Brilliant viewing and good for Simon. Susie Quinn said, I think imagination is a wonderful thing, but some stuff is maybe best kept to yourself. Josie has emailed, I couldn't believe this story, so I've stayed in all morning to watch it. Now I've seen it, I'm speechless. Amazing to watch. And Jackie Findley asks, why is it that only people with an alien fixation ever get to see them? I've never heard of anyone that has no interest in them having an alien encounter. And finally, Wendy Dolin has emailed to say, good for him. Who cares what he believes?
Yeah,
as
hell
long as
yeah.
he's good at his job, it doesn't matter.
Hell yeah.
Are there lots of
What do
people?
you guys think? I enjoyed that thoroughly. I can't speak for his politics. I have no clue. I have no clue. Well, everybody, we've come to the end of another stream. Let me tell you about our Patreon. You can support us on patreon.com/holdspaceformytribe, and I'll send you a pack of stickers, and I'll send you these pins I just got. That's it says puff puff piss, and it's a little bong full of piss. And then you know what? if you sign up for the Patreon today, I'll send you a fucking sock. I don't care where on earth you are. If you sign up on the Patreon now, or today, I will send you my fucking sock. All right? And one of the biggest benefits of being on the Patreon is that I'm gonna do a patron-only stream in about 5 minutes. And if you're not in the Patreon, you are not privy to what will be going on
in the Patreon stream.
So sign up. Please sign up. Please sign up. And I'll send you a sock. And let's end the stream like we always do, huh? Yeah. Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks again for being with me every Thursday as we explore this wild, wacky world of alien dicks. Yeah. Sign up today. I'll send you my sock. Sign up today. I'm gonna send you my sock. Sign up today. Gonna send you my little sock. Sign up today. Gonna send you my little sock. Gonna send you my sock.
Gonna send you my sock.
Gonna send you my little baby sock.
My little blue sock.
Oh, it's my little blue sock.
Send you my sock. I'm gonna send you my sock. You're gonna like my sock. I'm gonna send you my sock, and it won't be washed. I'm gonna send you my sock. You're gonna like it a lot. I'm gonna send you my sock, and it won't be washed. Send you my sock. Send you my sock. It's a dirty little sock. It won't be washed. You're gonna love it. It's gonna smell. Little sock.
Come on now. Buy my sock. Buy my sock. Buy my sock. Everybody, buy my sock. Sign up today and I'll send you my sock. Please. Don't you want that?
Don't you need that? Don't you want my sock? Don't you want my sock? Give me your address. I'll send you my sock.
Alright everybody, thanks again for being here, and I'll see you next week, or I'll see you in the Patreon zone.
Alright.
I hope I get to send my sock to somebody.